It's rare for K-pop idols to openly talk about their sexuality, but as the Korean entertainment industry is slowly growing more accepting of the LGBTQ community, more idols are finally deciding to come out. Over the years, only a handful of idols and celebrities in Korea have come out, and they often face discrimination, slurs, and even violence. However, in the past few months, more people in the Korean entertainment industry have decided to be open about their sexuality. This trend isn't actually limited only to experienced idols, as even trainees are feeling more comfortable when talking about gender and sexuality. As the anticipation for the new survival show Boys 2 Planet grew, a clip showing Chinese contestant and trainee Hu Han-wen seemingly admitting that he's bisexual has gone viral. The clip comes from a live stream during which Han-wen was asked about his sexuality. He initially seemed reluctant to talk about this topic, saying that he wouldn't answer, but then he said, "I want both boys and girls." With this statement, he basically admitted that he's bisexual, and the video quickly went viral online. Netizens were ecstatic about this news, and many began sharing photos and videos from Han-wen's past that act as more evidence of his sexuality. Now, fans are looking forward to seeing him in Boys 2 Planet, and many are curious about what interactions he will have with the other contestants. While Han-wen only implied that he's bisexual, Bane of Just B hasn't been so subtle and instead has talked openly about his sexuality. This past April, Just B held a concert in Los Angeles, and during the show, Bane surprised fans by clearly stating that he's proud to be part of the LGBT community. This sparked huge reactions from fans, as many cheered loudly and became emotional. Bane credited Lady Gaga for making him understand how being yourself is beautiful, and then performed a cover of Born This Way, dedicating the song to the entire LGBTQ community and those who are still figuring out their sexuality. Following the concert, Bane shared a statement on a messaging app talking more about what led him to admit his sexuality. He explained that he has struggled with his sexual identity for his entire life, and for a long time, he wondered whether people would support him regardless of his sexuality. In the end, after over 7 years in the K-pop industry, he finally decided that it was time to show his real self to his fans. With his statement, Bane became the first K-pop idol to come out during a concert, and netizens all over the world, even those who aren't fans of Just B, have underlined how huge this moment is for the entire industry. Since then, Bane has been pretty open about his experience as a gay idol, and he has revealed a lot of interesting details. He explained that he first came out to his fellow Just B member Gonu 2 years ago, sharing with him how he struggled with sexuality in a really personal conversation. However, at first, he didn't have any intention to talk about it with the rest of the group. Only after another member of Just B, Jimin, asked him if he was gay, Bane decided that it was the right time to come out and admitted his sexuality to the whole group and then to the CEO of his agency. The members accepted him with warmth, while the CEO has also been very supportive and even added that he was excited to see what new paths would open up for him. Bane then talked about his decision to come out during the tour and explained that fans gave him a lot of strength and encouragement in every concert, so he was able to gather the courage to reveal his true feelings. He also admitted that he was afraid that coming out would hurt not only him, but the whole group. However, he said that the support of fans and the people around him has now made him even stronger. In fact, the members of Just B have shared various messages in support of Bane. Gonu called the moment Bane came out a day of courage, while Jimin admitted that he was filming the moment from the backstage area, but he was still speechless and even cried. DY instead explained that he wasn't surprised about Bane's decision, but he was still a bit nervous. Now that a few months have passed since he came out, Bane is able to talk more calmly about his sexuality. Recently, he confessed that he realized that he was gay when he was in middle school, and during his time as a trainee, he thought that he could just hide his real feelings. However, at some point he realized that he was lying to everyone, and so he decided to come out to his family, his members, and his agency. He explained that while his members were supportive, he also faced some negative reactions at first, so he was scared about coming out to fans, fearing repercussions for himself and Just B. Instead, he shared that he has gained a lot of confidence after coming out, and he even added that he has become a kind of safe space for LGBTQ fans, as many admitted their real identity to him. Bane has also explained that while he came out just to share his true self with fans, rather than to make an impact on the K-pop world, he still hopes that his decision can help others. He added that it would be extremely fulfilling for him if his story had a positive impact and helped someone find the courage to come out. Bane has also shared that he still expects to receive negative comments, but thankfully, it seems like most netizens are supporting him, and he's much happier now that he has shown his real self. Another idol that has recently gone viral for talking openly about her sexuality is Lara of Katseye. This past March, she shared a series of heartfelt messages, opening up about her fears and coming out as queer, describing herself as half a fruitcake. Lara explained that she first started to understand her sexuality when she was 8 years old, and maybe even before, as she realized that she liked both boys and girls. She then joked that the expression half a fruitcake allowed her to admit her sexuality without saying it explicitly. Lara admitted that when she entered the Dream Academy, the survival show that formed Katseye, she was very anxious. So she decided to hide her identity, fearing that people wouldn't accept her and that this would hurt her chances of making it into the final lineup of the group. However, the support she received from fans since her time in the survival show gave her the strength and confidence to finally admit her sexuality. While now she feels much more confident to talk about her identity, Lara acknowledged that she also faces a lot of new challenges and described the internet as a very scary place. Despite this, it seems like most netizens have been supportive of Lara, and many have applauded her decision to come out. Now Lara is finally able to fully embrace her identity, and in May she even received an award from the Los Angeles LGBT Center. After taking to the stage to accept the award, she talked about her experience, sharing that while growing up, she had to deal with a lot of complex emotions and fear before she was able to talk about her sexuality confidently. She continued by saying that she now understands how much courage it takes to come out, adding that she will continue to speak up as a brown queer girl. Lara then admitted that she was scared that coming out would negatively affect her and her group, but instead she was met with a ton of love and support, which made her even more comfortable. Lara isn't even the only Katseye member who has openly talked about her sexual orientation, as Megan has also decided to come out as bisexual. During a live stream on June 6th, Megan wished a happy Pride Month to Lara, to which she responded, "You too." Lara then encouraged Megan to speak up, and she finally admitted that she's bisexual. Lara and Megan then celebrated together, with Megan saying that she was a bit scared about coming out. The clip quickly went viral online, and fans all over the world shared supportive messages for Megan, with many expressing their happiness at the fact that she's finally able to be confident about her sexuality. Interestingly, it wasn't only international fans who celebrated Megan coming out, but Korean netizens were also very supportive, which suggests that maybe something is beginning to change in the usually very conservative Korean society. In fact, some Korean netizens have even stated that idols should take inspiration from Katseye and shouldn't be afraid of coming out. However, Megan's statements after coming out have sparked some controversy about how netizens discuss the sexuality of idols. During an interview, Megan was asked about her decision to come out, and she explained that it was totally unexpected. She confessed that a lot of people had been asking her about her sexuality, so she felt some pressure and ultimately decided to just reveal everything. She also admitted that talking about her identity was scary, but the heartwarming support from fans made her feel more open about herself. However, fans were heartbroken after hearing her words, as many feel like she was basically forced to admit her sexuality without being fully ready to talk about it, just because fans kept speculating and making assumptions about her sexuality, especially after Lara came out. This sparked a larger discussion over the role of netizens, as many fans like to speculate about idols' sexualities without any real proof. This often puts idols under a lot of pressure and might cause some really awkward moments, especially if their real gender identity doesn't match fans' expectations. Nevertheless, the fact that more and more idols are feeling comfortable talking about their sexuality is surely a positive change, not only for the entertainment industry, but for the entire Korean society, which seems to be finally becoming more accepting of the LGBTQ community.